Marjolein, and this is my knitting podcast. Welcome. You can find me on Ravelry and also on Instagram under the name Knits. And this is episode 2. I'm very excited. And for the returning viewers, thank you so much for returning. And thank you so much for all the nice comments underneath the podcast. I was really amazed how many people reacted, and it's so lovely. And I really enjoy, how lovely knitting people are. And thank you so much also if you're a new viewer, and welcome. I hope you enjoy it, and if you enjoy it you can always watch episode 1 as well. I'm a working mother from the Netherlands. I live on the west coast nearby the beach, and married to a lovely husband, and we have 2 kids, 2 beautiful kids. And I'm just going to tell you about what I'm wearing and what I finished. I have 3 finished objects, and also what I am working on, my whips, and what I'm going to start on. But actually everything is changed because I hurt my hand a couple of days ago. I was cycling and I fell down on my hand while carrying a surfboard. It's not a good idea. Cannot recommend it. So the knitting has been off a little bit, anyway, I think today it went well, so I hope I can knit again. First I'm wearing the no frills cardigan from petiteknit. I made it in the malabrigo rios, the color teal feather. It's a superwash wool, and I really enjoy this cardigan a lot. It's a very long one. I will just get up, and also has pockets and a beautiful bottom edge. And you start it actually from top down, and the thing is that you immediately knit the edge, so the bottom edge, the bottom band, kind of. It's not a bottom band because it doesn't have any buttons, but the edge you also knit immediately, and that's what I really like, because sometimes it's can be quite annoying to have to knit the bottom band at the end. And this one, it's finished in one row, one time. The only thing that I don't like is the large armholes. So it's very, very large, and that's why it also kind of slips off all the time. So I think it has also something to do because I chose a merino superwash wool, but so that's the only thing. Of course I made it longer with longer arms because I'm quite tall, and I really enjoyed this wool also. I still have some skeins left, and maybe I will make a dress of it. I think that's really lovely, and also because it's merino, it's very nice to the skin also. So I'm just going to see what I will do. Then what I have finished, I finished my quick knit, and that's the Trendy Chale or the Trendy Chale. I still don't know how to pronounce that, but this is it. I made it from the petite wool from weareknitters, and this is also a pattern by weareknitters, and it's really, I really like this because it's so cozy and nice. I really enjoy this. It's a normal triangle stockinette stitch, and I did a different bottom edge. I don't know I will put the name under in English. We call it a board stake, kant stake in Dutch. But I really like it. Some people don't like it when the shawls are that large, but I really love it. I don't want any wind to come in or near my neck, So I'm very happy with this one. And actually I made now a pink one, a green one and this one, and I still have some black skeins left, so I'm also going to make one in black. And I can really recommend this. This is very easy if you are a beginner knitter to start off with this one. Yeah, there's nothing else to talk about. I'm sorry, it's quite quickly. It's very nice and very warm and very nice to start with if you're a beginner knitter. I wanted to make also, no, I made already a shawl for my mother. It's the grain shawl from tincanknits. I use the, how you call it? The merino 4-ply, I think, superwash from Kleur en Draad. It's the colorway Susie Q. I wanted to show you that one because I gave it to my mom and I said today I want to show it on my podcast, and she said yeah, I will bring it at your place, but she took it with her because she really loves it. So I thought I would just show you mine. Hers is a little bit bigger. I used 3 skeins, and so this one is mine. It's the grain shawl from tincanknits. I already said it, but just a reminder. And I really like it. So beautiful. For the white edge, I used onion nettle sock yarn. And this one is from Lamana perla. I will put the names underneath. And it's also a very simple knit. It's knitted on a 2.75? No, a 3.25 millimeters needle. So it's fingering weight, but it's, yeah, it takes a long time for me to knit it, but it's, yeah, I really like this. It's so beautiful. And also I like the stockinette because it has a squishy feeling, and it's so beautiful. It's it's superwash yarn, and but I think Kleur en Draad dyes it herself, and I think she has beautiful colorways. Yeah, very nice also. I can also recommend this one. Then my third finished object, it's the Ranunculus from Knit Café Midori. I used lamana perla and then the white color. I don't know, I think it's the gebroken wit. I don't know the name in Dutch, English. But I will put the number of the color in the show box. But this is it. Oh, I really like it. It's so beautiful. It almost feels like whipping cream if you look at it. It's like, so it feels also so soft, so nice. Really nice to see. And I really like this structure a lot. There are 2 necklines. I made the smallest one. I will make, I think, another one, and then I will use the larger neckline. It's a very easy knit, but I always make, I cast on like 2 times and rip it off and cast it on again. For some reason I cannot make cardigans or sweaters or tees in one time, so I made this also twice, like so just because I make mistakes in the beginning and those things. But I used 4 skeins of the lamana perla. I think it's now cropped, and I could have used maybe 5, and I also made a mistake with the raglan decreases. How you say? I forgot 2 raglan increases, but I'm actually very happy with it. It's not that it has a large, how you say, arm circumferences. So yeah, maybe I will do it the next time again, make it a chosen mistake. But I'm really loving this. This will be very nice when it's getting a little bit more warmer. And yeah, I'm definitely going to make another one. It's knitted actually on a 6mm needle, but I used a 5.5mm needle. Actually, I saw that Knitting Tradition did the same, and I thought it's nice because then it has, how you say, it's more dense, I think. I think if I used a 6mm needle, then it would be a lot more see-through or something. I cannot explain what I mean, but I hope you know what I mean. Yeah, so that's this one. And then I'm going to my whips. Actually, I casted on something that I didn't plan to cast on because my mother, she wanted to make a blanket and she ordered a lot of this wool from Cross & Woods, and eventually she didn't like it that much, but I immediately fell in love with the wool, and I thought I need to have this wool, and I started searching for a pattern just to fit the weight of the yarn, but this Illimani santi, and it's Peruvian wool, and it's so beautiful. It has an amazing color. It's really nice. And it has ultrafine merino, baby alpaca, yak, mulberry silk. And it's 125 meters for, I think it's 50 grams. But it's amazing. It's, it's so soft. I really like it. I'm just going to show you again the colors. Oh, it's so beautiful. So what I made is in my homemade bag, project bag. I sewed this also with my sewing machine, and this is the inside, and just with a rope. Yeah, rope. Sorry for my English. But I'm knitting the April cardigan from the petiteknit without the, and yeah, I'm really loving it. Of course, it's not finished yet because it's a whip, but look at that, so beautiful. I'm really addicted of this yarn. It's quite expensive yarn, and it's allowed because a lot of the price goes to the people who produce it, so to the farmers. So it's, I think, maybe a more honest price for wool than we are used to pay for wool. Sometimes it's not really honest to all the farmers who put actually all the work inside the wool. And this is actually more honest, but then you have to pay a little bit more. But oh, it's so beautiful. I'm so happy Cross & Woods decided to sell this wool. The only thing is, I made a mistake again, and I had to frog it again with the raglan increases. So there's a part that you need to increase every row of the raglan, and for some reason I made a mistake and I made a lot of holes inside, so, and I couldn't get it back in the row itself, so I needed to frog it until I didn't start that part, and now it's going very well. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, no holes. So I'm very happy with that. And oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, it's actually a tip I saw at It's Sarah, her podcast, that when I have to increase for the raglan, I put all the stitch markers already, the number, so hello, I already put the number I need of the raglan increases, like for example they say increase 7 times, I put 7 stitch markers on it, and then I don't need to think about it. I can just increase every time, and I can also bring it along outside because I don't really need to read the pattern that much, and I don't need to count it the whole time. So I thought it was very clever. So that's what I'm doing. And that's about it, about the April cardigan. And then, of course, this is, I already talked about it last time, so I won't bother you too much with this project. This is the winter stool again from Jennifer Steinkaus. I think she, her name is Knit Love Wool on Instagram. I actually knitted the color work again, and you still see a little bit of the, how you say, the bumps, but I think it's a little bit better. So the problem was that I took the floats. I carried the float every time in the previous one, every time underneath one another. And then I saw at Arne and Carlos, their podcast, that you shouldn't do that. So I thought I'm going to rip it back until the start of the color work, so until here. And then I knitted again without catching the floats over one another. The only thing is that you have decrease also in this part. So that's why you keep on having those little bit of bumps around that part. But actually I'm very happy with it. Catching floats is still something I really need to work on and really need to learn a lot about, because some people don't catch floats and other people catch every 2 stitches or anything, and I still don't know what I really prefer. But I'm really happy that I can continue again. And then I'm going to stick it also with my crochet needle. But I told you already in the last episode about that. So I hope actually the next time I'm going to make an episode, it will be finished. But that's that. And then there's another project which I just love to have a lot of projects also who are a little bit smaller, so you can just, if you feel like it, grab them and knit on them. This is there's no name because I'm knitting socks. So these are the two. I'm knitting them on the same time, and yeah, I'm using a little bit of patterns of the 52 weeks of socks from the Book of Lane, and I'm holding the yarn double because I just wanted to make a thicker sock than I usually have. I noticed that I have feet that make a lot of holes inside of knitted socks, and I don't really like it to mend them again because it feels like I'm going back to a project I already finished. But maybe that's also something I need to work on and just bend them, and so I can carry them again, wear them. But this yarn actually is from the Advent calendar from Olivia and Oliver Fibers, and it's the Wanderlust. So I'm going to use all those colors a little bit in these socks. And I'm really looking forward because we have a caravan now, and we're going to camp with the caravan, and I'm looking forward to wearing these socks when it's chilly outside and I can have warm feet. So that's that. That's actually my Scrappy socks, kind of. Then I have also some blankets I could show you, but I'm not going to do that. Maybe next time I will do it, because I really like to participate in the make along from Skeins of Dreams with the Blankets of Dreams, I think it's called. but I will show you next time. Then I have some sorry, I want to grab it already before telling you what I'm going to do. I also have some acquisitions, and of course, if you don't like any acquisitions, please feel free just to stop the video. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time, I hope. But if you like it, I don't buy a lot of yarn, so it's always small acquisitions. I think I have also a lot of yarn in my stash already, and I just want to knit that up and then buy other stuff. But sometimes it doesn't work out. I think everyone who has a podcast has said the same thing already, that they have too much stash and they want to have a smaller stash and work from the stash mainly. But yeah, that's a good thing to do, I think. Yeah. Well, so my my acquisition, it all had to do with Ukraine and the war, but I thought it was a good initiative. I felt a little bit helpless. I wanted to do something. Of course, there are also other things you could do, but I bought this pattern from Scandiworks, and I'm going to knit these mittens with the colors actually from Ukraine, and I'm going to use the Samaros yarns, which I bought at Cross and Woods, and I think I will donate the mittens when it's finished to I cannot come up on the name, but I will put it under. I will donate the mittens to that organization, because I think they will give it to people who are really in need. And it's a Selbu pattern mittens. I think from Scandinavian, and actually all the symbols in the pattern mean something also for Ukrainian people. So I really love that also. And that's that, I think. Oh no, I forgot to tell you what kind of yarn it is. It's a Samaros or Camaros, I don't know. Yaku, it's 100% merino, and it's, let me see, 200 meters. And I think it's non-superwash. No, it's superwash. Oh, I didn't know. It's superwash. And then another skein, because there's also a story behind it. I made some mittens from tincanknits, the world's simplest mittens, and I actually wanted to make another one because I lost mine in the supermarket, and I was holding them underneath my armpit because I wanted to grab things from the supermarket, and then both of them apparently fell down, and I didn't notice it, and then I was like maybe 1 minute away from the place where I thought I had dropped them, and they were gone. I couldn't find them. I really think I circled like 10 times through the shop, and they were just gone. And I asked the lady at the desk, even days after it, I came again to ask if they found the mittens, and they were gone. Yeah, they were beautiful, I understand it, and they were too. So then, yeah, well, it's lucky that you found them, and I hope that the person who took them is really happy with them and wears them, but otherwise it's such a pity. So after that I wanted to make mittens for myself again. So when I was in Alblasserdam at het Koperdraadje, the store there, I saw the Alafoss lopi again, and I'm going to make mittens for myself again with this yarn. So next winter I have nice mittens again for myself. That's about it, actually. I thought I have other projects also, but I will talk about it next time. And thank you so much for watching until now, and I hope you're doing well, and I hope to see you next time again. Bye!